My next guest is young comic Dick Cavett. Young comic Dick Cavett.
Yes.
Yeah.
The latter part of that is my name.
Right. Who first auditioned at the bitter end several years ago. Despite our mutual hesitation, he agreed on my contract and has been making lots of money ever since. Do you realize that I am paying you more now than when you first appeared at the bitter end? I hope you are lots better. Can you believe that? Hey, man, somebody did that whole stick. I just saw it,
I am
right?
glad you asked me that, Mr. That's right. I didn't get anything for the first show, including laughter.
That's not... Was it really tough, Dick, at the beginning?
You don't remember. You've erased this from your memory, but I did my first audition performance anywhere at the bitter end one night. My manager was enthusiastic about me being a performer, my being. And I went on, and I did 20 minutes of Sacco material to absolute silence, not one laugh. And 3 people burst into tears. And you went out and sat on a car outside. There was a car,
that's where I usually
not a
stay,
moving
right.
car.
That's where, no, that's where I usually stay when those kind of things happen.
You were very nice. You just went outside and pretended you hadn't seen it.
Then how come I booked you right away afterwards?
Just terrible taste on your part.
No, maybe it wasn't much money. I don't
Yeah, I was working for, I was giving you peanuts, I think, is what it was.
Listen,
no, I was really, but you don't remember this either. You gave me a raise one time, my first week.
I don't remember that at all.
I was there for one of your slavery wages, and you gave me a $10 raise because I got laughs. I think you gave me $1 per laugh.
And you got 10 laughs.
And
right?
I got 10 laughs in a week.
Dick, there's one thing about you being a comic. How did you ever make it into the business without going through the Borscht Belt and all that, you know,
I did grow up on the Lower East Side of Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
And maybe that's my secret. But I just didn't have any of that background. I just suddenly had a compulsion once to stop writing for
Wait, I gotta
comedians.
stop you. Do you hear that? Isn't there music coming? Isn't there music? Yeah. You hear that? It's like we have a little vamp underneath as we talk.
That's great. Well, when I'm around, there's a sense of music.
Yeah, so good. You were saying about Nebraska. You really didn't. You really came from Nebraska?
Oh yeah, that's not. I wouldn't make anything up like that. I really did. And oh, it was fun to see Sandy Dennis out here earlier because she and I were in high school together.
In New York.
Absolutely. No, in Nebraska.
Right.
We were in high school in Nebraska. We were in a play together called Soldadera. It was about a Mexican one-act play about the revolution or something very strange in high school. We were the Lunt and Fontan of Lincoln High School.
You were an actor before you became
Or the Schleppen Fontan, because she was very good. And I was not so hot. She's just great.
Oh, yeah. Just fantastic. I love that
She was
play.
so believable. We had an emotional scene to play together in this play. And she was so believable and convincing and cried that I forgot my lines. And I ad-libbed something from Noel Coward or something which did not exactly fit in a play about the Mexican Revolution.
That started you on your career as a comic.
Yes, I got more laughs in that tragedy than the author intended.
Didn't you go to Yale or was one of Harvard? Which one?
Please get it right, Fred. I went to Yale.
Okay.
Yeah, I did go to Yale, yeah, on a scholarship. I had to wash dishes freshman year. I never told you that.
No.
I never mentioned that in my act.
Right.
But to make back the money that they give you on the scholarship, you have to wash dishes for your contemporaries, you know, and it's kind of... The only good thing about it is it makes you one of the few people that come out of Yale who can actually do something, you know.
You don't really feel that way about it. It's a great education there, isn't it? I mean,
Yes,
really.
I had a good education. Why is the audience hostile?
I don't know. I tell you, they've been that way today. They were going to have us lip sync our whole talk tonight. You know that.
Let's just sit still and maybe they won't see us.
All right. No, I don't think that's too good, huh?
They're very friendly. In fact, I was just in California. You get a much better looking audience here than you do in California for some reason. And
why?
And they're so modest.
Yeah, and why? Right.
I want to thank the fellow in the front row for pointing out I have different colored socks on.
Right, yeah.
But I heard the show was in color, and I wore 2 shades of brown. I thought it would really liven up the...
You're in a hurry tonight to go somewhere. I know that. You're going
Me?
Yeah, you're in a hurry to go somewhere tonight. You're so relaxed, Dick. I meet you at antique places, and I meet you trying to find money on the streets and a variety of other...
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Now, you have the reputation of being the W.C. Fields when it comes to money in our business. Is that true? And why?
You've got me confused with someone. That isn't my image at all.
Isn't that your image?
No. I'm generous and outgoing and lovely and I don't know what to do with this dog biscuit you gave me.
Oh, that was originally going to go for Hamlet. But you see, I didn't want to tell you about the pay in this show. See, you were worried about how much we pay at the bitter end.
Hamlet is the dog.
That's right. Hamlet's the dog.
I didn't know if you were aware that there was a dog.
Well, look, you see what happened
Hamlet.
right away. I think he's really got the eye now for it.
Yeah, he's very taken with me.
It's the colored socks,
Could
right?
it be my dog Biscuit that he's after? You're only after my money. Here you go.
Dick, listen, it's great having you here. You
That
are
shows
one
I
of
have
the
heart, doesn't it?
yeah, it is great having you here because you really are a comedian who worked at the club for quite a long while. I would say 6 or 7 months, and from then on had your own special and have been on every major television show in the business, and it's kind of see a wasp make it, you know what I mean? It's
A wasp?
You know, every
That's
once in a while
nice.
that happens, you know, and I think it's kind of nice in the business that a comic should, you know, come from Yale, and I think that a lot of boys who are going to college will immediately respond in the same way.
Well, that's true. You don't dislike all my people as individuals, do you? Or do you judge us as a group?
You mean all the people from Yale? You mean?
Wasps.
Oh, wasps. No, no, no.
I'm no wasp. Look
Sure.
at this smile.
Who's smiling? Do all of you know what a wasp is? Yes, okay, so there's no problem whatsoever.
No.
Listen, Dick,
Well, listen, can I
okay.
thank you for having me there at the club and here, and the fact that you run one of the last places in the business where people can, I don't have a funny finish for this,
I'm gonna
but
cry.
where people can start out and overcome the initial embarrassment and have you continue to have faith in them.
Let me tell you something. The ones who make it,
Behind that evil beard is a nice man.
the ones who really make it deserve it, I guess.
Thank you.
That's really, you know, you work very hard. I think that's one thing that no one realizes, and that's how hard everybody really works who does make it at the bitter end. And I know how hard you work night after night at the club. And
Yeah, I think making me do 10 shows a night
yes,
is
that was really great. Dick, thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you, Fred.
We'll be back with Ralph Ortez and Destruction and Art right after these words. Thank you, Dick. That's great.
That was painless.
It's rough on me.